At the start of our time here together, Triveni talked about where does awakening or awareness or shift in consciousness happen, and we said here. Or as I understand they say in Japan, I think it's here. Oh, here.
Me?
Here.
To the nose,
for our
like this.
Japanese
Nose,
community.
nose.
Right here. And so what's happening right here is a shift in perception, being able to know and to see ourselves in a new way. Again, that with the elephant, the rope didn't get thinner. Someone else didn't even come and loosen that rope. The elephant had a shift in perception. I'm actually stronger than this rope. This isn't holding me back at all. I'm like this huge thing, and this is like the equivalent of dental floss holding me. So it's that shift in perception. And how do we cultivate a shift in perception? One of my favorite ways of doing it is questioning everything. Is that really true? Who's saying that in me? What part of me is saying that? Who is looking? Who is seeing that?
Another part
Yes.
of perception is depending on our energetic frequency, we see the world very differently. So in this moment, as we're in this high vortex, you may start to notice there's more clarity, and what we're speaking to you may have deeper resonance and understanding. So there's a power in that. Let's keep building that and working towards that, and that's why we do our meditations, and that's why this morning we did the movement and meditation, is we're cultivating a fertile ground for our adaptability and our perception. Another part of perception is to constantly question, who am I? Or recently, Ma's been speaking, not who am I, because, but what am I? Not who am I, but what am I? Which is phenomenal, because Ma wants us to get out of the concepts of we're just this human being. But what am I? It's consciousness, it's love, and it's light. Another part of consciousness, I think we'll go into this more later, another part of perception, we'll go into this more later, is to start to question what's real and what's not real. And when we're saying real, to be very clear about this, Ma's definition of real in this context and conversation is that which is eternal, unchanging, never-ending. So real is eternal. So questioning any part of our experience of this life experience is this real?
Will this always be true?
Yeah, so if I get angry at Shree Devi and ask that question, is this real? Definitely not. It's not going to last into eternity.
I hope
but if
not.
I say, do I love Shree Devi? Absolutely, that can last into eternity.
Even when he's angry. Right? Because that's just an experience that comes, a wave on the surface of the ocean. And Ma spoke to us about why is it that it's so uncomfortable to feel things like anger or jealousy or resentment. Like it just feels like we want to get away from it as quickly as possible. Because it's not the truth of who we are. So that knowingness within us knows, this isn't me. This isn't what's real. So the invitation is to play and allow there to be a fluidity in our perception. It's so helpful on the spiritual path, I would say, until our ascension, until our enlightenment, ascension and beyond, and everything that's available for us. To really question, who am I? What am I? What is real in me? Is this truth in me? Is this thing that I'm saying, no, I'm like that? Maybe you've even been on the spiritual path for 20, 15 years. You've had thousands of meditations and you've experienced light and you've experienced love and you've been in programs. But you know how you are after a program. Or you know how you are when your partner says this. right? We have these expansions of the consciousness, but we still hold these things as truth about our personality, about what we can and can't do. Would you say that's accurate for us here? We've known ourselves as that expansion, but we still hold on to these other things. So the constant shift in perception is what is going to free us from that. Oh, wow, this that I'm saying I can't change is also just programming.